Alright, so, starting a new survival world, I plan on, making episodes. Um, let's go with, let's just make it simple. So, I'm going to, do a random seed. Just leave it blank. Sorry about that, Ham. Although I do remember a seed from a long time ago, but anyway. So let's just go random seed. And, interesting. So I'm gonna head this way. Mainly because I'm looking for sheep. And, sheep are the key to being successful, and so is that damned village. Look at that village. What beast mode, right? Also made life so much easier. Look at the sheep. So, obviously I'm gonna raid this village and probably just move on from it. But maybe not. Let's see what we got in the store. Let me tell you, I did get all my wool. I'm killing the sheep instead of grabbing the wool off the top of those things because I want the XP. So later down the road, I can use them to enchant my armors. So yeah, let's see the blacksmith. Let's see if got anything useful. I mean, there should be something useful, but maybe there's not always something useful that's right away useful. Or I've gotten some pretty useless crap sometimes. Bread, okay, apples, okay, saplings. None of it's necessarily useful. Ink bags, none of it's useful per se. I'm gonna steal the chest as well. Yeah. So not particularly useful, but the food is useful. So I'm just gonna do this, so that way when I get out of here, I will have seeds, and I will be able to make a little more. Have a little more food to turn around with. Because let me tell you, I'm not staying. I'm already not liking this village. And then besides that, that just wouldn't be fun. And really, I should have just not came to the village and made it a little more of a survival. But I'm gonna take what I can. Food, because I have a hard time getting a hold of that out in the wild, especially some of these, beets and carrots and stuff. I have a hard time finding those. I know how to get them, I just don't get them very often. Mainly end up eating bread. But let's see. Okay, we got more than enough food. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm just gonna leave the village. Mainly because I don't want to use the village as my shelter. I want to build my own because I have a magnificent plan for a shelter. So let's see if I can find my magnificent spot here soon. No. So we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of head in this general direction here. Hello, sheep. Obviously, that sheep did some teleportation crap. Just like teleportito. Anyway, it's more of a, ooh, not odd. Anyway, so basically, what my plan is for my house is I'm gonna build it's gonna be a square structure, but it's not gonna be square. Okay, it's gonna be square with an inner square, but then it's just gonna be like a, I don't know how to describe it really, but it's gonna be really cool, and I don't know if that's exactly what I'm gonna build, what I'm thinking of, but close enough. I mean, we'll see. So obviously I'm gonna need to have a starting shelter, lots of wood. So near a forest, we got a cave right here. Probably gonna build it right over here. So yeah, perfect. Okay. So now we get some wood. So I'm basically just gonna start mining trees and collecting wood. I'm going for these oak right here. Once I get a good amount, I'm going to start the construction of my house. And I got this idea of building this house while I was in creative. I actually took and built a house, and I play in survival in it. But it's a really big house, and to be 100% honest with you, I believe it to be the best house I've ever built. Except for one time I built a house out of a book. But off the top of my head, that was the best house I've ever built. Granted, it was in creative, so now I'm going to do it in survival out of wood. And then I'll transfer it to the materials that I built it out of in creative. Shouldn't take long, especially because the material I use is extremely common. It's cobblestone. I do plan on going back into creative on the other world and changing it all to brick. Because brick can't be blown up by creepers. And quite frankly, I had a bunch of creepers surrounding my house. I don't want it to be blown up anytime soon. So at least that's what I was told, is that brick can't be blown up by creepers. So again, I'm gonna collect this here. I'm at 24. I'm gonna shoot for 64. It's not gonna be enough because the size of courtyard I had in my other one was perfect, but I'm thinking a little bigger. And the only reason I'm saying a little bigger, and the fact that it's going off the top of my head, it's gonna look a little cooler. Okay. But I could have stayed in the village and built it, except for the village didn't have all the necessary materials, the necessary buildings I needed to go together. And build a massive, huge one, although I could have. So my plan is to build my own, and I'm going to build it out of wood at first, and then I'm going to build it out of cobblestone, and eventually brick or obsidian, probably obsidian, because obsidian will be easier for me to get a hold of. Literally wood. So it's getting close to dock time. Okay, so we're gonna make over here. I'm going to take and do this, that. Make an enchanted apple. After I get, gold blocks. Ooh, another apple. See, I have 4 apples. Okay, morning. Early morning. And you know what? Since I made those all into, planks, I might as well just start the building process. So I'm going to start by marking off how large I want the courtyard. So the courtyard is going to be, and yeah, I'm kind of going off the get-go with a big idea for a house. And, I'm just going straight up with building it. But that's because I'm building it out of simple materials, and I'm smart, and I build my bed so that way I don't have to have a house immediately. Don't have to have a safe place. So what I do recommend is always looking for sheep first. Just wander around until you find sheep, because as soon as you find 3 sheep and kill them, A, you get XP, and B, you get to make your bed. And the only time that I probably wouldn't recommend wandering around until you find sheep is probably if you are out in the desert. But that's just me. I seem to have a hard time finding sheep out in the desert. But I don't know what your guys' luck are. And as you can see, I'm surrounded by sheep. And I'm just gonna kill them up because I need their food, XP, and wool. And wool because I'm going to need it to make paintings and stuff like that to decorate my house. And maybe another bed, I don't know. I have friends that get on sometimes and play with me and stuff, so, and they're gonna need a place to sleep. You may be asking why I'm not trying to capture these things. That's because there's 2 other that I can capture. And I can, if I really we'll be checking this out soon. And a lot of these videos will be down in caves because that's what I mean. That's what I'm really good at. I'm not good at building, because normally what I'll do is I'll just build a little hut and it'll be like a storage area, and I'll basically live in the cave. I don't do a whole lot of farming because normally I'm used to playing in peaceful. That's because all of my friends like to play in peaceful. But, friends, right? So we are going to go out. Oh. Go boom, boom, boom. Let's go out to here. Okay. So now, if we went out like that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 blocks. We're 8 blocks out. So if we went ahead and built this way, okay, first corner. That there, this is going to be the first 3/4, half the house is going to be, half the house will be outlined after this. There's half the house. Almost. Now I gotta jet across this way. Make sure I'm out 8. These all look pretty good. These squares look even. Yeah? I'd say so. Granted, this isn't even. So, but those squares are. So this isn't even. So I'm not too keen on making everything even, especially this courtyard. The courtyard, I don't need it to be even at all. Actually, I don't want it to be even. So we're going to go out 8 blocks. So we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks out. And this house still seems semi-even, considering the fact that it'll wrap around. So there's 3/4 of half the house. There's half the house. Okay, and I'm going to save this 38 wood because I'm going to use it to build other stuff. Do I need to really? No, I don't. Never mind. Scratch that idea. So now we're going to stretch out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. There's my 8. So now, I'm going to stretch out 8 more. And then cut across. There. House, almost complete here. Blocks. There. Now I just need there's most of the house is done being outlined. Okay, granted I'm gonna take these center pieces out. Okay, it's just gonna be a big wrapped around house. It's probably gonna be like 3 stories tall with a courtyard. This is gonna be the courtyard. Okay. It's gonna have a fountain and trees and stuff. And it's gonna be really pretty. So I'm gonna call this one So I'm gonna call this one out. So yeah. Alright guys. This is the start of something great.